Good evening, everyone. Are the 26/11 victim now going to get justice? Tahawwur Rana is back. So who is this Tahawwur Rana? Why it has taken 15 years for us to bring him back from the USA? Under which treaty he has been extradited back? The whole issue I would be analyzing in today's lecture. Let us understand. As we are talking, already he has been brought back to India from United States of America. So United States of America Supreme Court last month rejected Rana's plea against his extradition to India. He is being extradited on the basis of the India-US extradition treaty that was signed way back in 1997. So we would understand it in detail. Okay, so these are the things which I am going to discuss. First is, who is Tahawwur Rana? Why he was one of the most wanted in India. Second is, story of Rana arrest and his extradition to India. Third is, what is India-US extradition treaty? And fourth is, other extraditions to India from the USA. Is Tahawwur Rana is the first one, or we have also gotten extraditions from India, means USA, back even in past. So let us first understand who is Tahawwur Rana. Tahawwur Rana jo hai, he was a Pakistani national, but right now he has gotten the Canadian citizenship. So he is a Pakistani born Canadian citizen. Keep that in your mind. He is accused of providing material support to those who were behind 26/11. In fact, he aided this 26/11, in which more than 200 Indians, they lost their lives. Means that event shook the conscience of this nation. So that was a big jolt for India. Okay. So let us understand story of Rana arrest and his extradition to India. See, this Tahawwur Rana was arrested way back in 2009 along with David Headley. Coleman Headley का नाम आप हमेशा से सुनते होंगे. So he was arrested back in October 2009 for his involvement in the 26/11 attack. Okay, so he was also accused of providing material support. Not only, means see, in 2008 whatever happened in India, but a terror plot was busted back in 2008-2009, and Tahawwur Rana was providing those would-be terrorists some material support, some physical support, so that they could have attacked a Danish newspaper who made cartoon of Prophet Muhammad, Jyllands Posten. But this was busted, and consequently this terrorist attack was stopped. So the US District Court for the Northern District of Illinois prosecuted Rana for conspiracy to provide material support terrorism in India as well as in Denmark. However, USA में अभी भी एक jury system है. The jury acquitted this Rana of the charge of conspiracy to provide material support to terrorists in India, but still he was like, punished for two other charges. He was punished for, like, his support to the terrorist, his support to the would-be terrorist for a terror plot on Danish newspaper. So he was handed over punishment. But on June 2020, Rana was released on compassionate ground. The day he was about to be released, उसी समय, but a year before, अभी एक साल पहले जाते हैं, in 2019, Indian government already applied for extradition of Tahawwur Rana. Tahawwur Rana का extradition के लिए Indian government has requested to US authorities way back in 2019. So what happened? He was supposed to be released on June 10, but a day later, a magistrate judge in California, where Rana was serving his sentence, he signed a provisional arrest warrant with a view to extraditing him to India based on an extradition request which India sent to United States of America in 2019. राणा अपोज दिस. राणा जो इंडिया ने डिमांड किया था दैट ही शुड बी एक्स्ट्राडिटेड बैक टू इंडिया एंड ही शुड फेस criminal charges over here because of the crime he has committed. So Rana at that time said he cannot be, he cannot be prosecuted for the same crime twice. He said that his extradition would violate his fundamental rights because that would amount to double jeopardy. He has already been prosecuted in the US court and now he would be prosecuted in the Indian court. But this has been rejected by court and finally in February 2025 Trump, जब Prime Minister Modi met Trump, so at that time he announced that Tahawwur Rana would be extradited back to India. So then Tahawwur Rana applied as a last course of action petition in the US Supreme Court, which US Supreme Court also rejected, and consequently now he is brought back to India. So that is the all story about his arrest and his extradition to India. Now the next question is, what is India-US extradition treaty? See, this extradition treaty is not new. It was signed way back in 1997 and basically it established a legal framework for the extradition of individual charged with or convicted of serious offenses in either country. Someone who has been convicted of serious offenses, they can be extradited. यहाँ पे let me tell you one thing कि in an offense is extraditable only if the punishment for that offense is more than 1 year in both of the country. मान लो कोई भी आपने ऑफेंस कॉज किया और उस ऑफेंस का पनिशमेंट अमेरिका में 9 मंथ्स है, आपके यहाँ 2 ईयर है, सो इन दैट केस दैट पर्सन कैन नॉट बी एक्स्ट्राडिटेड. ठीक है. सो बट देयर आर सर्टेन एक्सेप्शंस. पहला एक्सेप्शन ये है कि पॉलिटिकल ऑफेंसेस आर नॉट एक्स्ट्राडिटेबल. समवन हु हैज committed political offenses, so they are not extraditable. But there are multiple exceptions even to political offenses, like if someone has killed or assassinated any head of the state or their family member, or aircraft hijacking or aviation sabotage or crimes against internationally protected person or hostage taking, these are not constituted as political offenses, and if someone would commit these offenses, so they can be extradited. That's the one thing. Let me tell you one thing. As of 2023, MEA के site पे भी दिया हुआ था. It was also covered in Indian Express report. As of 2023, India had extradition treaties with 48 countries and extradition arrangement with another 12. One more thing, there are certain previous instances of extradition to India from the USA on charges of terrorism. Terrorism के charge पे इसके पहले भी 2 important terrorists have been extradited from USA. One is Charanjit Singh Cheema and another was Kulbir Singh Kulbira. His another name is Barapind. In February 2005 and June 2006 respectively. According to the data provided by MEA, अभी तक in total only 11 Indian fugitives from the USA have been extradited back to India between 2002 and 2018. Further, let me tell you one more thing, कि government recently told parliament that 65 requests for extradition is currently pending with the US government. Now, let me tell you, there are few salient rejection by the US court, US government when it comes to extradition request. One important is, you might be knowing about Headley. Okay, David Coleman Headley, who is also known by the name Daud Gilani. He was born in Pakistan and he was a Laskar operative who was born Daud Gilani, and he was arrested along with Rana in October 2009. He is having American citizenship. So he was prosecuted and charged for killing 6 Americans in 26/11 attack. He was punished. He himself, in plea bargaining, he accepted his crime, but with a condition that in case if you would accept plea, means if you would like, अमेरिका में there is a provision called plea bargaining, पूरा का पूरा प्रोसेस नहीं होगा, you would be saved from death punishment, और वहां पे जो प्रोसिक्यूटर है वो आपके साथ नेगोशिएट करेंगे, कोर्ट वुड से कि ओके you would be sent to jail for 30 years, death punishment नहीं मिलेगा, 40 years you would be sent to jail, something like that. So plea bargain में इसने एक उनसे concession मांगा, and that concession was that he should not be extradited back to India, and hence despite multiple requests by India, USA decided not to extradite him. That's the one thing. Second, आपने बार बार सुना होगा भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी के बारे में. So James Warren Anderson, his extradition request we have sent to America way back in 2003, that has also been rejected by America. So these are the important extradition request which has been rejected by India. I hope I have made everything clear. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night. And the PDF of this session can be downloaded from my Telegram channel UPSC with Deepak Prakash. In the meanwhile, let me tell you one thing. I have already taken, I have already covered the whole economic survey in 4 sessions. Go through it, because now I'll be covering budget and economic survey through question analysis on Monday at 9:30. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.